Hey loves, welcome to the first episode of Girl What's Next with Alicia Matthews. I am so excited to be on this platform, coming to you guys, giving you realness, giving you rawness, giving you sisterhood and community all in one video. So before I get started, make sure that you all like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that you're staying up to date so that you will not miss your next videos. So let's get started. We are here for a Q&A. Yes, a question and answer. I asked you all on my Instagram, on my social media, what questions do you want me to answer in the first video? And I handpicked, because there were a lot, I handpicked some questions and we're going to get right into this video. Alright, so first question, who is Alicia Beyond the Mic? So if you don't already follow me on social media, I'll have them posted somewhere on this video. But beyond the mic, I am a business owner, I am a wife, I am a woman trying to survive today's society, because you know how that goes. I'm honestly, I don't know, I say jack of all trades. Always something going on, I'm always doing something, I'm always busy in a good way. And yeah, that's just me beyond the mic. All right, so question number 2. What inspired me to start Girl What's Next? Honestly, I wanted to create a space where women could just be honest with themselves. We are literally in a society that makes it seem like everything is peaches and cream, everything is perfect, everything goes our way, and I promise it doesn't. Life literally has been lifing so hard that I wanted to create a personalized space that not only other women, but I could just shed my skin, shed my layers, and just be honest with myself. Everything isn't gonna go my way. Everything is not perfect. And just make it a vulnerable and comfortable space to where I can just lay it all out and be real and be honest about what's going on. And also be able to think my issues through and come up with thorough resolutions to whatever is going on. And honestly ask myself, girl, what's next? Because y'all know life has been lifing. And yeah. Okay, question number 3. And I think this is my favorite question. What kind of conversations can listeners expect from this podcast? Honestly, any and everything. We talk about love, we talk about grief, we talk about finances, we talk about being mothers, wives, we literally talk about everything. I honestly wanted to make the conversations flow. I didn't want to be stuck on one specific topic because everybody's lives aren't the same. Everybody isn't going through the same thing. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm including everything. Now, if you all follow me on social media, if you follow the Girl What's Next podcast Instagram, I kind of already put a spiller or spoiler on my story about what this season is about. And if y'all haven't already guessed, Season 1 is called Life is Life. And so just kind of think about the different conversations that you can have just in that one, just line. And yeah, that's what you need to expect from Season 1. All right, question number 4. Have you ever felt like you had to have it all figured out? Honestly, that is the season that I'm currently in now, because obviously we see over different social medias, just hanging out with friends, family, that we feel like we are behind and that we need to catch up. And that's the most nerve-wracking thing in the world, because we see on our social media all the time people excelling in lives, exceeding in their lives, and we feel like maybe that can happen to me, or why hasn't that happened to me? And it kind of gives imposter syndrome to a certain effect. But lately, that's the one thing that I've really been working on. Like, just because somebody else is doing something doesn't mean I have to be doing it. Just because somebody's doing something at a certain age or my same age doesn't mean I have to be on the bandwagon. Because y'all already know, If God wanted you to have it, you have it. If God wanted you to be ready for it, He would have prepared you. So I try not to even think about that. I try not to even indulge in that part of my brain. My journey is my journey, and their journey is their journey. And that's just one thing that you have to keep in mind, especially in today's society, because they'll make you feel like you are on a slow train and that you need to speed it up. So don't ever think that you have to have it all figured out right now. Slow down, take a break, and you'll figure it out. Okay, question number 5. What season of your life made you ask yourself, what's next? I would say the current season that I'm in, because so much has happened. I recently got married. I recently have had a extreme boost in my business, and business is, and just in life in general. I've been pouring into different areas of my life, and it's really been amazing just to see how the transformation has been going. And honestly, I'm thinking like, girl, what's next? Like, what else can you do? But it's kind of scary because of fear of the unknown for me, because I'm very type A. I want to plan everything out. If that plan doesn't go to plan, I have a second plan. If that plan doesn't go to plan, I have a third plan. So just seeing everything just like bend and flow and just transform has really been amazing. So honestly, the season that I'm in right now definitely has me thinking about what's next, but I'm also very excited to see what God has for me and has in my life and other people in my life. So yeah, that's what has me asking myself, what's next? Okay, question number 6. How has my life journey influenced the topics that I plan to cover? When it comes to picking the topics for every episode, I honestly want to make sure that I'm covering all aspects or bases of topics. So I want to make sure that I'm adding a little bit of comedy, a little bit of maybe sadness or like a touchy subject. I want to sometimes give a little tough love message, because we all need that every now and again. But when it comes to picking the topics, sometimes I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. Sometimes I get the topics a few days before they're supposed to even air. It really varies. I just want to, again, make this platform really transparent. Some of the topics are about my life or what I'm going through. Some of the topics are about what my guests or co-hosts are going through as well. But I honestly just want to make the topics, the episodes, and the season something that everybody can relate to, no matter how young or how old or seasoned you are. So honestly, that's how my life kind of blends in with the episodes. I just want to make sure that we are being transparent and that we're really getting some healing from these episodes. Question number 7. What do you hope women feel after listening to your podcast? Therapy, ministry, or both? I want the women that listen to these videos, listen to my podcast, wherever they are, to honestly feel both. When it comes down to kind of dealing with what is going on in your life, sometimes it can be therapy, other times it can be ministry. While I kind of came up with the idea of Girl What's Next, I wanted it to strictly be just about my people that I have on, my guests that I have on the podcast. I honestly didn't want to include myself in there. But after speaking to a few people and after, talking to God about it, because I had to have a meeting, I knew that I had to be in a season of being vulnerable and transparent. And I knew that some of the things that I have gone through or are currently going through could potentially help someone. And sometimes we get to the point where we're going through something, we really don't want to talk about it, but once somebody else shares what they're going through, and that could be similar to our situation, we start kind of loosening up. We get a little bit more comfortable, and that's what I want my listeners to feel when they're watching these videos. I don't want you all to feel trapped or condemned in whatever is going on, because I always say your current situation is not your final destination. So I want you guys to listen to the videos. If you resonate with the videos, take what you need. And every video may not be for everyone, but I want to get to the point where, I don't know, you may share the video with somebody that may need to hear it, or you're sitting there watching the video with someone and it helps them and you may not even know it. So I want every person, woman, young girl, someone seasoned or older to resonate, learn from the videos, and even just look at the videos like, wow, she was brave enough to share what she was going through. Let me do the same. Let me heal from it. And let me get the same thing that she's getting, the freedom to even just overcome that situation. All right, question number 8. What role does community and sisterhood play in my own personal world? So, community and sisterhood, we all have those friends that we talk to in the group chat, like, girl, you cannot believe what's going on here. Or phone calls, 3-way phone calls, like, y'all cannot believe what happened to me today. I want this podcast to feel like a group chat. I want it to feel like a conversation between a good friend, a sister, mentor, however you look at it. I want it to be something that you can really get everything out and get things from. I want it to feel like a conversation from a sister, a conversation from a mentor, whether you and God talking, like, you will not believe what kind of day that I'm having. Just that communication, it helps. Because we cannot keep all of that in, because if we do as much stuff as we go through, we'll just explode. On top of what we already have to do on a day-to-day basis, whether it's work, school, motherhood, taking care of a household, being a wife, however, there's so many things that we have to do. So in my personal world, just having that community, having that sisterhood, having those people that you can talk to and confide in, it doesn't have to be a whole lot. You can probably count it on one hand how many people that you can actually talk to. But just having that community, or having those people that you trust, that you can talk to, that will take whatever you say to the grave, that is great when it comes to personal growth, because sometimes we just can't. We can't hold it in, and I have those days too. So honestly, in the personal world, just being able to be vulnerable and be able to just decompress with those just people that are in your lives for a reason, growth is definitely there when it comes to that. All right, we're almost to the last few questions. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are really liking these questions too. Y'all asked some really good questions. I just want to say that. I want to let y'all know. All right, so question number 9. What topics am I most excited to dive into this season? Honestly, it's so cliche, but season 1, I'm really excited to dive into those topics, because with the season being titled Life Be Lifing, y'all already know what we get into finances, jobs, just roles, period, whatever you're going through, whether it's motherhood, whether it's being a student, whether it's being overworked at a job, we're going through personal growth, we're going through spiritual growth, it's a lot of stuff. I don't even want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it, because listen, I'm so excited, but I'm just really excited to go over those different topics, just going into life. I want this entire podcast to just be like a growth cycle, like through the different seasons, we're just unpacking and taking down the layers. Listen, I'm so excited, but I'm just really excited to go over those different topics, just going into life. I want this Oh, this entire podcast would just be like a growth cycle, like through the different seasons, we're just unpacking and taking down the layers like of life and just what we go through and just being able to resonate with one another. Like I'm so excited. So I'm not gonna spoil it because y'all know I can yap and go on and on and on. But I'm very excited to get into season 1. I definitely want to hear your feedback. I definitely want to see y'all in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know where y'all watching from. And just let me know, girl, what's next. All right. So we are on the last and final question. This has been so fun. I really hope that you guys have gotten a lot out of this video, have gotten to know me a little bit better. But let's get into it. Okay, so the last question, question number 10. If you had one message to leave behind for women everywhere, what would it be? I would say continue to be you. We have so many things that's going against us, whether it's things that we can control, whether it's us, ourselves, holding us back, whether it's like outside forces, other people, places, things. Just continue to be yourself. Don't ever try to stop yourself from doing that thing, whatever that is. You know, we're going to get into that a little bit later, but whatever that is, don't stop yourself from doing it. Always continue to be you. Always, whatever's going on, just make sure that you're keeping your heart posture correct, making sure that you aren't letting anything just hold you back. I feel like that's really big, especially in today's society. We feel like we have to be a certain way, fit in a certain box, be in a certain mold, and that is everything and anything but the truth. Make sure that you are being you. You are the only person that can be you the best. So just continue to be that. Whether you feel like you aren't perfect, because nobody is, whether you feel like you have things that you can change about yourself in a good way, grow in a great way, just make sure that you are being true to you. That's honestly the best piece of advice that I can give you and that I can give me, because we're all going through that right now. So just make sure that you're being you, you're being authentic, and just saying your positive, amazing selves. So with that being said, we are finished with the first video. I'm so excited. Y'all don't know how many nights, sleepless nights that I have been contemplating this video, what I should do for the first video, and it's just so simple. Just getting to know what girl what's next is. Like, get to know me, who am I? So we're gonna have more videos like this just to break the ice, like a little icebreaker. But I'm very excited. I want to thank you guys for watching this all the way to the end. Make sure that you guys are commenting, especially where you're watching from, especially what you got out of this video, what y'all think about it. And make sure, of course, you subscribe. Make sure that you're sharing it with everybody. Share with your mama, your sister, your auntie, your grandma. Share with everybody. Everybody needs to be asking themselves, girl, what's next by the end of this week. But I want to thank you guys for, again, joining this community and watching. And don't forget to ask yourself, girl, what's next?